Hello. We are going to graph y equals 5 over 3 sine of negative 2 pi over 3x. Okay, so I think for this particular problem, it's best to remember that sine is an odd function. Remember in Math 141, we learned that sine of minus theta equals to minus sine of theta. So sine of negative 2 pi over 3x equals to negative sine of 2 pi over 3x. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and now rewrite this as y equals to minus 5/3 sine of 2 pi over 3x. That would be easiest of all. And now I'm going to remind myself that 2 pi over 3x has to be between 0 and 2 pi. Once again, the argument of the sine, in this case, 2 pi over 3 times x, that is my theta, and it must be between 0 and 2 pi. So I'm going to go ahead and solve for x. I'm going to go ahead and multiply all three sides of this inequality by 3 over 2 pi. What I'm going to get on the left-hand side is just 0, 0 times anything. Okay. On the right hand, on the middle, the 3's cancel, 2 pi's cancel, so I'm left with x. And on the right-hand side, the 2 cancels, the pi cancels, I only have 3. So I have, so I'm going to now make my table of value starting from 0 and ending up with 3. Let me go to the next page. Here we go. And x and y. So my first value is 0 and last value is 3. The average of 0 and 3 is 3/2. The average of 0 and 3/2, so 0 plus 3/2 is 3/2, times 1/2 is 3/4. 3/2 plus 3 is 4.5, or 9/2 times 1/2, which is the same as dividing by 2, gives me 9 over 4. And now I'm going to plug these values 0, 3/4, 3/2, 9/4, and 3 into my equation that, let me write it here again so we have it handy. Y equals to minus 5/3 sine of 2 pi over 3x. Okay, when I plug in 0, we know that 0, 2 pi over 3 times 0 is 0, sine of 0 is 0, and 0 times negative 5/3 gives me a 0. Plug in 3/4. If I plug in 3 over 4, then I'm going to have pi over half. Sine of pi over half is 1. 1 times negative 5 over 3 is negative 5 over 3. If I plug in 3/2 for x, then I'm going to have sine of pi, which is going to be 0. 0 times negative 5/3 again, I have a 0. Plug in 9/4. If I plug in 9/4 for my x, so the 9 cancels, I have 3 pi, and then 3 pi over 2. Sine of 3 pi over 2 is -1. -1 times -5/3 is +5/3. And here my guess is that when I plug in 3 for x, I should end up at 0 again, because I have gone one complete cycle. So let's do that. If I plug in 3, 2 pi over 3 times 3 is 2 pi. Sine of 2 pi is 0. 0 times 85/3 is 0. So that's pretty good. Now let's just use these points and graph this. I think we can manage in the same page. Let's see. Let's try to manage in the same page. That's x. And let's say that this is y. And let me so let's go one tick mark, another tick mark, another tick mark, and tick mark, and another tick mark, and another tick mark. Okay. And up and down, of course, we can go, let's say, a 1 and a 2, and a 1 and a 2. Okay. X, Y. So, of course, this is my 0. Let's say that this is 3/4, 3/2, 9/4, 3, and go to -3/4, and go to -3/6, -9/4. Oh, I need one more value. I didn't do so good with the room that I have in my iPad. So let's say here is my -3. Okay. Looking at the values, I have 0, 0 in here. And then I have 3/4, comma, -5/3, 3/4. And -5/3 is same as -1 and 2/3. -1 and 2/3. So let's see about here. Then I have 3/2, comma, 0. And then I have 9/4 and 5/3, which is +1 and 2/3, let's say here, and 3, 0 in here. So for one complete period, it's going to look something, and I apologize. This is the best I can do with my iPad. Okay. Okay, that's one complete period. And let's say that if I wanted to have another, more to the left or to the right, it doesn't matter. I can just continue with here. And so if 3/4 went to -5/3, so I have -3/4 should go to 5/3 up here, get a different color. And then this comes to down in here, back to 0. And so this is going to look something like this. I'm not doing so good, am I? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not doing so good at all. I think you get the idea. That's good enough. Uh, I hope you enjoyed this video. And as a reminder, it's a good idea to remember that the even and odd functions, sine is an odd function, cosine is an even function. In general, all of them are odd except cosine and 1 over cosine, which is secant. So cosine of theta and secant of theta are even function, and everything else is are odd functions. Hope you like this video. Thank you.